What job is useless? Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy. Thanks. I took a job scheduling residential vac technicians for a mid-sized company after a few years of working in the field. A few months in, the company ended its residential program to focus on commercial. Thing is, they already had commercial schedulers. My boss told me she'd find me a new role, but then she took another job elsewhere and left. I stayed as a scheduler with no one to schedule in a department that no longer existed. No one in the office seemed to realize this, and for over half a decade, I would show up, make friendly conversation in the break room while making my coffee, and then literally just did nothing the rest of the day. Having left a stressful job, it was glorious. Occasionally someone would ask me an HVAC or system-related question over email, and that was it. I made sure everyone liked me by bringing in bagels every Monday and donuts every Friday. Then COVID happened, and now I was doing nothing at home. When I learned the company was being sold, I figured I wouldn't tempt fate anymore and applied elsewhere. My department head gave a glowing recommendation, having no idea what I even did but knowing I was friendly and helped him jump his car a few times. TLDR, the department one was admitting was downsized, but they forgot about me and I essentially took a 6-year paid vacation. My very first job. I'm a toxicologist and was hired by a very big private laboratory. My main job was to sort and redirect case files depending on the time at which the results came out. The documents were sent to me in Excel. I was getting paid to just click sort by date descendingly. Edit. Wow, this blew up. Paparazzi. My math teacher, who tells me to log into Pearson and then disappears. At my local DMV, there is still a guy whose sole job is to scan paperwork. $55K a year for scanning papers. Check it out. Last year I had to go to India to visit a customer at a government facility. They had a lot of problems with little monkeys getting into the building. The solution? Hire a guy with a big monkey on a lead to scare away the little monkeys. Actually, Chief Monkey Scarer sounds like an awesome job. Imagine the business cards. We have a specific security guard we've had for 13 plus years now and is pretty useless. The security guard lives there and has a TV. He watches telenovelas most of the time. All he does is open the gate and doesn't even bother to even inspect though, since according to his logic 99% of people who can afford a car aren't bad, harmful people. He doesn't ask names or house numbers, just opens the gate whenever he sees a car. Anyone can come in if they have a car, he doesn't even inspect faces. And do you know the worst part? When moving into the private, you are supplied with your own control remote. The gates are also automatic. There were some pretty gross ones, as you can imagine. Quite a few dealing with animal husbandry, as well as people who have to kill and dissect the brains of lab rats to figure out how an LT, chemical X, and GT impacts their development. And then, about midway down the list, I saw it, metric system advocate. Apparently, with all the rage over the metric system back in the 70s, the Carter administration decided we needed to have a federal office probably somewhere in the Department of the Interior. I'd guess in charge of promoting use of the metric system. It never really caught on, interest and funding dwindled, and now they're down to like 1 or 2 people. Can you imagine trying to change careers with that on your resume? Influencers. Pet psychic. Our golden retriever was getting joint therapy shoulder injury, worked with a vet, dog did swimming 3 days a week in a heated pool where he could exercise without putting weight on the joint, also did some exercises, is now fine. The place also did laser therapy and acupuncture for dogs. Someone said something about Hudson, which is our dog's name, only they were talking to another dog. Oh, they said, that's the dog psychic's dog. Apparently you could find out what your dog was thinking. I know what my dog is thinking. Most of the time, he either wants what I'm eating or he wants me to throw the ball. Google Pharmacy Benefit Manager. Literally their only purpose is to make more money for middlemen while fucking over the general public on drug prices. Shop security, in most cases. They can't legally do anything but just watch. Reddit moderator. The lady who walks around the office saying don't be on your phones. If you have time for that then you can study about the company. Same lady that is pushing hard to go back in the office because remote work pointed out how useless that position is. An elevator attendant. First floor, sir? I'll press button number 1 for you. Does anywhere still have these guys or is it just an old movies thing? Homeopath. Middle management. I once worked on a team of 4 analysts and we had 1.25 managers per employee. HOA admin. While it's $1 billion industry, health insurance. Literally, they exist to prevent you from cashing out on what you paid into. They have little to no medical knowledge, make everything more expensive, and exist solely as a useless middleman to make themselves rich. I'm a management consultant, and while I have quite a bit of industry knowledge and experience, my clients either have the same knowledge or they aren't willing to accept change. Oftentimes, my firm gets paid a lot of money to make very little difference strategically and or operationally. Where we do add value is in implementing enterprise-wide software solutions. Why do I stay? The money is pretty good given the futility. Patent trolls. Most middle management positions. Their job is literally to take bullshit from above and send it below, and to have someone to shift blame to. There are often multiple levels through which the bullshit must pass, as well. Whoever keeps asking the same questions in this sub every week. Telemarketers. I don't know a single person who has actually purchased something from a telemarketer. Maybe it's something the older generation does, but everyone hates them and immediately hangs up on them around me. Car dealerships. Just let me buy a car from the factory. Your job is to get me to pay as much as possible. So useless and so annoying. Whatever Kim Kardashian does. Edit. I did not know about Kim Kardashian becoming a lawyer and using her firm to assist people who may otherwise not have access to legal assistance. That's very commendable. I will not delete the comment, but I will admit I was wrong, ignorant of this when I first made the comment. Thanks to everyone who informed me. Health insurance operators. TSA. The job itself is important, but the individuals working at every airport are usually lazy shitheads. No one is talking about those sign spinners that became popular. Who has ever seen someone flipping a sign and 1. Been able to read it? 2. Went to the business to buy something because of it? As a security guards. We're basically paid peer pressure and witnesses to a crime. Hustling. These hustle culture guys spend all their free time counting quarters from Gumball and vending machines, making like $500 a month in passive income, trying to convince everyone around them to do the same, so that they can pawn off the bullshit they bought and try to get out and go to the next hustle while working a shitty job they hate. My brother in Christ, quit fucking around with trying to buy washing machines at a laundromat and take some vocational classes, learn how to weld or become an electrician. Skilled trades can make that $500 in an afternoon. Anyone working in health insurance. The entire industry needs to be shut down. BuzzFeed journalists. Hand job. I can do it better and anytime I want. Grocery store greeters. I'm not saying all project managers are useless, but holy shit, some of you make a compelling case.